What are some of the links between Superman and Jesus? Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and I still remember watching the very first Superman film in my local cinema and being mesmerised by his heroism and his fight for truth, justice and the American way. I'm not sure what the American way is, but as a 5-year-old, the film filled my imagination with excitement. There have been many developments in the life and character of Superman in the intervening years, some good, I love Smallville, and others not so, for example Batman vs Superman. One that sticks out in my mind is the Man of Steel film that reimagined the sending of Kal-El to Earth by his parents Jor-El and Laura Van. As they place him into the ship that will carry him to Earth, the voiceover is heard. Lara, he'll be an outcast. They will kill him. Jor-El, how? He will be a god to them. It's possible that the writers were drawing on an archetype from history, but I think the filmmakers purposely used this saviour motif to show echoes of the Christian story. It has direct links to the prophecies about Jesus. In Isaiah it says, "For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted." The parallel can only go so far. Throughout the canon, Superman is seen to be a great hero, with few, if any, detractors. The same could not be said about the life of Jesus. Undoubtedly, he is a hero, but he was rejected and ultimately killed by those who opposed him. Although he had the power of God, he chose to lay his life down willingly to save humanity. "No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father." In this way, Jesus can be seen to be a greater hero than Superman, as he recognised the inevitability and necessity of his death in order for humanity to ultimately live again. With every confrontation that Superman entered into, death was a possibility, but was never assured, and I assume he went in thinking or hoping that he would survive. I'm very conscious that there may be some Superman experts out there who are shouting at the screen, "But Superman did die." Indeed, he did. I have the graphic novel, The Death of Superman. Here, Superman dies at the hands of Doomsday and is ultimately regenerated. I'm sure I could make some links to the death and resurrection of the Saviour, but in my reading, my mind never really took me in that direction. But that's not to say that it won't in the future.